Good morning, everyone. I'm Bondar JR, also known as the Silver Wolf, also known simply most days as Ron, and we're here to stream some EVE Online. It is viewer mining event night, Wednesday night in America, Thursday morning here in the Philippines. So we are setting up in Ufine. Anybody who wants an invite, send me an X in the in-game chat. And we will get this party started. I'm actually going to run a quick mission here first, just to maximize my dailies, because that's the way we roll here. If you want a free LP, throw an X in the chat, and we'll provide some free LP. We're going to do here in Ufine, buddy. I do feel the need to mention Seth G. Stewart, good to see you. Al Monksy, good to see you. But I do feel the need to mention I put the basil oil in my ear last night and I am still sniffling. So it did seem to delay it some. And it's not as bad as it was. But I think I have an ear infection, I think is what the real problem is. So I'm going to fix that later. Didn't want to mess up my ears for the event. Didn't want to mess up my ears for the event.
Warp drive active.
Alright. There's one of the other Alachi brothers. And another Alachi brother. And another Alachi brother. Excuse me. Yeah, put an X in the in-game channel if you want some free LP for your dailies. Or if you want to invite to the mining fleet, both are the same.
Warp drive active.
Both are the same. You got 4 jumps to get in on the LP. So there's one air goal.
Warp drive active.
I don't know why the top of my palate hurts every time after I brush my teeth. Must be being too rough with it. But yeah, the basil oil did not seem to work.
Warp drive active.
I thought it had though. So yeah. Oh. So another video up on the lot. Wasn't planning on going there yesterday, but that's 3 days in a row, so not much progress when we go daily, especially without the concrete mixer, which I've kind of given up on the concrete mixer. I don't think they're ever going to fix it. I think it's just going to be a fixture on our lot now. Maybe it'll be part of a fountain at the end. We'll make it into a gold fountain in the front of our house. I don't know. in honor of its, what, 7 days of service. Yeah. Actually, I think I probably got 3 weeks out of it. 2 weeks out of it. 2 weeks out of it. It's been 3 weeks without it. Technically, we're on week 5. Actually, we're probably into week 6 now. All right, last call for LP. Last call for LP. Last call. Last call.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
All right, I'm docked. That's it. I don't know, Skim. Looks like it may be only you and I today. I had a lot of people yesterday say that they were going to be here, so maybe they'll just be here a little later. Anyway, Skimitar and all his brothers and sisters got the points, no problem. I'm headed back to Eufene. Switch ships. Ah, Newbert. Too late, buddy. Not sure if you wanted the dailies or if you wanted the other one. Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't see him until after I accepted. Gotta be quicker. Gotta be quicker.
Warp drive active.
Maybe he wanted the mining fleet. Let's hope. Is that one of your alts, Al? I didn't even think about it. Sounds like one of your alts. Yep. Sorry, Al. I'll probably be running another one later on my other alts. I did not do the dailies for my other alts yesterday, since we ended up going to the lot. By the time we got back, it was almost 7. I think it was right at 7. And yeah, it had shut down all my accounts. Event mining today. Yeah, we're not doing event mining today, so yeah, I was typing as fast as I could. Sorry, bud. Yeah, we're not going to do event mining today, though I probably should. Because Falstaff only needs 105 points. But that's alright. As it is, it looks like I might not be streaming tomorrow. So there is a proposal on the table that we go to SNR tomorrow. And they want to go early. So during my stream time. Well, maybe what I'll do is I'll start early and we'll stream. I don't know, probably not. That'd be way too early. I'm barely getting enough sleep as it is, so I'm out of Puto, so I got no breakfast today.
Warp drive active.
But yeah. So that sucks. I thought I was on a big day today. Nope, I'm not. Alright, I'll get another one here when we mine. I'll get another one here when we mine.
active.
But yeah, he only needs 105. Kragan, on the other hand, is at 860. So what's that? 190
Docking
to get to
permission
the
requested.
first, to get to the blueprint, and then another 300. So 490. So yeah.
Docking request
So it
accepted.
looks like I'm going to be playing Eve this weekend. Which I don't normally do on the weekends, but since Monday's the last day, probably need to pick up the pace. At least get the, I want to at least get the blueprint. All right, let me switch to my Hulk. Make sure my Hulk is empty. It is. Good job. All right. Alden, I gotcha. Let me know if that went through. I don't know. I was undocking, so I don't know if it actually went through. Oh, yep, must have. Says you're in a fleet now, so yep. Alright, I'm gonna head out to 7-7. Since that's where we normally start. Just to see what it looks like. Bring Kragan out here. I should have checked his mining hold. He's good. Alan and Art, good to see you, buddy. Alan and Art. Alan Dart. Appreciate you being here. Sorry for butchering your name. Sorry for butchering your name. So there are some... They don't do that anymore. There are some asteroids out here. Let's see what we got. Plague type 3. So yeah, not bad. Alan Dart. I guess it does look like all in art, yeah. That's what I was calling you before. And then I think when I gifted you, when you won a prize, I realized what it was. So sorry about that. Hindsight's always 20/20. Yeah, if it wasn't for me butchering names, I don't know if you guys would show up. So between the Eve system names and everything else, I'm usually butchering the heck out of them. Alright, let's do this one and this one. And let's approach this one now instead. Appreciate it, Alan. Sorry for the sniffling. I listened to the guy in chat the other day. Said to do the basil oil. Did not work. Did not work. Very disappointed. Very disappointed. Oh, I gotta be 15. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Alright. How did I drift away? For Christ's sake. Because I kept getting closer to this one. What a moron. Nothing like having your miner stop because you're getting too close to stuff. Because you forgot. Professional miner here, guys. Professional miner. Actually, no, that'll work. Yeah, forget it. Scimitar's here. Just stop. Just stop. You're embarrassing yourself. You're embarrassing yourself. Claim to be a professional miner. What a loser. What a loser. No. I think I do need to get closer to this one. Yeah, 34 is what I got. Alright, let's see if we can compress. Alright, boom. Thanks, Scam. Special hand for Scimitar. Most awesome booster in the realm. In the universe. Alright. So Kragan got his dailies. Wall Stamp's got an extra one. Music ain't got the same soul. I like that old time of rock and roll. So what else is new? Yeah, so the basil oil didn't work, but it did identify because it hurt like a... It hurt. Which identified pretty much that I probably have a ear infection. So, I know how to fix that. Get a drill and grind that baby out. No, I usually pour hydrogen peroxide in my ear, so I miss Jackson too. Yeah, I miss Jackson. He said he was going to be here. So, I didn't see if Steve was on. Let me check if Steve is on. Because he honestly, he says he loves me, but Steve is his real bitch. So, Steve is on, so that's where he's at, I'm sure. Yeah, Steve is his real bitch. Yeah. Oh, there he is. Look at it. As soon as I mention his name, it shows up. Yeah, it wasn't me. My ear is better. There you go. There you go. Yeah. I was just saying that if it comes down to me and Steve, you're going to go with Steve, and I understand. I can't fault you for that. I can't fault you for that. Steve's your real bitch. Just got home from work. Okay, well then, all right. Well, Steve is on, so I don't want you to go into this without knowing the truth. I play nice. Steve only gets Mondays. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't realize that. Honestly, I would take Steve over me. He gives away much better prizes. Much better prizes. Why am I moving? Stop moving. Moving. These are Scimitar bursts. You don't need to be moving. My crystal broke. Hate when that happens. Hate when that happens. I'll be along the mine once I get some grub. No. Take your time. Take your time. We're just happy you're here. We said we missed you. We missed you. We actually missed the fact that we have to keep fireworks on the ship so we can wake you up when you fall asleep. We miss that. We really do. Kind of a strange thing to miss, but there it is. There it is. Oop. There it is. All right. So if anyone else, we are in Eufene. Anyone else wants an invite, feel free to throw an X in the in-game chat. Here's the in-game chat. Oh, we got a raid. FBI, open up! Mela Hazard, thanks for the raid. Make sure I spell it right. Excellent. If you guys aren't following Mela Hazard, give him a follow. Henry's Wolven, Rabbit Queen Remy, good to see you guys.
The asteroid is depleted.
Tiger Claw TV, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Good to see you. Appreciate you guys being here. Appreciate it. Thanks for the raid, buddy. Welcome, Raiders. Today is our mining event where I mine with my viewers. So we are in Eufene, which is in Galente space. High-sec mining. Nice and easy. No drama. We provide the boost. We provide the compression. You take all the ore. No charge. No tips. No nothing. Just good, clean fun. So, Tiger, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. I've been great. I've been great. Still trying to get rid of this sniffle, but somebody in the chat the other day said basil oil. So I ordered basil oil from Shopee, and I used it last night, and it did not work. So I was pretty disappointed. But that's all right. Freedom, good to see you. Lego, good to see you, buddy. Here's my buddy Lego. So yeah, I still have a sniffle, so sorry about the sniffle. Sorry about the sniffle. Oh. Kragan's over here twiddling his damn thumbs. What else is new? What else is new? Only just this week getting back to feeling 100%. I hear ya. I hear ya. Yeah, Eufene is where we're at. How do you spell the system, man? Wouldn't mind doing some mining. Yeah, U-P, up, H-E-N-E. Up, H-E-N-E. So U-P-H-E-N-E. It's in Galente space. If you're in Caldari space, there is one gank point between us. So you just got to keep your eye out at Civila and Udema. But yeah, no problem, no problem. Everyone is welcome. We even invite the gankers. We even invite the gankers.
Depleted.
Even invite the gankers. Now, normally they don't mind, so all are welcome. All are welcome. Booga, good to see you, buddy. You guys aren't giving. If you guys aren't following Booga, give Booga a follow. Awesome Australian streamer. I was looking for you last night at downtime, Booga. I didn't see you. Course laid in. Gotta wait for my stabber to come back down. No worries. I go through Udema, however it's spelled, at least twice a day on my Drake when doing mid. I haven't run into any problems yet. Well, that's good. I always use the website to make sure it's quiet before I go through, because that's where the gankers live. And they really don't like it when you taunt them in their backyard. But they also love to gank a streamer. Love to get a clip. Love the gank streamer. So yeah, so
Thank you.
appreciate the follow, Janetta TV. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys being here. Udema can be spicy, yeah. Anybody who'll sacrifice a ship just to try and kill me to get a clip of killing me, I don't know. I try to give them a little bit more wide berth. I guess I'm too cheap for that. Mining with you on my new 32 inch. There you go. Love it. 32 inch. Good God. I got two big widescreens, but they don't come to 32 inches combined, I think. 32 inches. Good. Appreciate it, Al. You probably are seeing like the zits on my face. Can bubbles be used in 05? I don't think so. I think they have to be in low sec. I mean, I think they can use them, but Concord will arrive. And in 05, Concord arrives slower than anywhere else. So it's the slowest place Concord arrives. Of the places Concord arrives. So they could deploy one and use it for a couple minutes probably. Levels are only lawless or null sec. Okay. Was using my 34-inch curved screen. There you go. No, you can't even put a bubble down high sec. Okay. That's what I thought, but that's what I thought. But I bow to the expertise of my chat. And wormholes. Yep, anything lawless. Wormholes are lawless too, yeah. So anything lawless. I'm gonna have to go get another cup of coffee here in a second. Really hurts not having breakfast. Hopefully I don't have to make another cup of coffee or another pot of coffee. That would really be bad. Cloudy here in the Philippines again. I don't think they got the memo that the rainy season's supposed to be over, but that's all right. It's staying cool, so I like it cool. So, Kirk, good to see you. Thanks for being here, buddy. Love the name. Oh my! I thought lawless was an effect. Nope, nope.
The asteroid is depleted.
I've always used it as a description of the type of space. So null sec, low sec, and wormholes are all lawless. And what's the other one? Trig space is also lawless. Delicious triangles. Well, lawless can be an effect on a system when it's been overrun by pirates. Okay, well I didn't realize that, so that's good. And I tend to forget most laws don't apply to wormholes. Yeah, nothing applies to wormholes. Wormholes are their own beast. Their own beast. I guess I better target a couple more. Bay was lawless. Last I wanted to get past it. Yeah, so it is an effect. So that's a good point. It is an effect for pirate overrun. So thanks, Booga, for that. Yeah, I just left my Wormhole Corp. Unfortunately, I jumped the gun way too early and joined while not even near ready. Yeah, I was in a Wormhole Corp for over 10 years. That was like a second job.
Thank you.
It was really Rabbit Queen Remy. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Sorry, kicking my trash can. Oh. I remember once went to an incursion HQ thingy and a battle cruiser thinking it might be doable. Nope, lost that merm real quick. Yeah, yeah, I've done that too. Oh, come on, this can't be that bad. It's a PVE thing. Yeah, they were not messing around. I think that was actually why I started building the merms, to be honest, was because I lost one doing that. So I'm like, okay, time to buy a BPO. You're going to lose them for stupid stuff. Got to buy the BPO and start building them. Of course, the worst one was my Astero, which I haven't started building, but yeah. I attacked the auto guys that fly around thinking I was invincible in my Astero. And yeah. X-Lex clueless move of the week. Yeah. I said, man, I could take him out with this Astero. Yeah, that did hurt. It really did hurt. Took me quite a while to win another one from a Narcos. Yeah. Yeah, they're too expensive to build. Good golly. Too far. Oh, just a fraction too far. Hate when that happens. All right, we'll get a little closer. There we go. Oop, don't minimize that. Yeah, I'm glad the cost of the Terra Holes has come down since I lost mine. Yeah, they're still pricey, but at least they're doable now. Yeah. They're actually cheaper to buy than to build, which is kind of strange. Not a whole lot like that. Was milking this site and balling for 14 rocks done, and the respawns have begun. Then people started showing up. I hate when that happens. Yeah, the Stratios the same way. Yeah. Any of those Sisters of Eve ships, to be honest. Of course, I don't know. The Odysseus now, I think that's a SOE ship. That one's still 2 billion. That's not going down. Not for a while yet. Too new. And anytime they're new, they're always super pricey. But yeah, I did that a couple times, Al. And actually, I think I did it with you a couple times. And yeah, unfortunately, it somehow shows back up on the list. I don't know how. You know, they can't fix my chat window's getting screwed up every time I log in, but they'll fix something like that. It really wasn't broken, right? Strat cost has come down as well. I think when I made my first, it was 500 to 600 million for the hull, but now it's 3 to 4. Yep. Yeah, Odysseus was around 3 billion. Yeah. Yeah, it's the first SOE big battle cruiser. It's also the smallest ship, as far as I know, the ship hangar. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And it can fit a ZPME, so it can slip into frigate holes. Can't beat that. Yeah, I want to as well, but I'm actually farming SOE points to try and get one. I gave away all the ones that were given to me, and on the stream, and so yeah, so I don't have one. So yeah, I'm trying to farm the SOE points so I can get one, but good God, that's a grind. Well, anything donated to the stream I give away. So unless you explicitly say otherwise. And even then, I'll probably try to talk you out of it because I feel guilty. So. But yeah. But yeah, if you want an invite, jump on the in-game channel and put an X in there. I'll get you an invite to the fleet. Rabbit Queen, you're welcome. Everybody's welcome. We're out here just having fun, having some good conversation, sharing a few laughs, mining some more. Mining some more. There you are. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. I'm assuming that's you, Remy. Right? Rabbit Queen Remy. I'm going to add you as a contact so that I have you for the future. That way, when you win something in the stream, too, I won't have to ask you 15 times. Is this you? Is this you? Is this you? Is this you? Yeah, you should be able to warp to us now with the fleet invite. Which will put you right in the right in the heart of the asteroids. Right in the heart. Right in the heart. Welcome, welcome. Anyone else wants an invite, just throw an X out in the in-game channel. We'll get you invited, get you in. Nothing but fun to be had. Nothing but fun and ore. So, nothing but fun and ore. So, but yeah, what else is new? So yeah, so there's a new land, new house build video up. Put it out in the Discord. It's also out on the YouTube. Third day in a row we went, so but I've kind of given up on the concrete mixer not working. I figure as soon as I give up on it not working, then somebody will actually fix it. But they are mixing it by hand and doing all right. So, and they definitely got enough guys to do it. I think that's probably why they have so many guys. But I wanted the guys working on other stuff so that I could see the house done quicker. But that's kind of greedy of me. So yeah. So they get paid the same no matter how much they work. So yeah. So there's a Talos fast blaster fit. Let me see. Let me see. I like it. Magnetic field stabilizers are nice. Reactor control unit gives a little bit more CPU. Micro warp drive. Can't go wrong with that one. Looks good. I'm going to save it. Depends on what you're trying to use it for, Cryo. Nope. Just heard one of them say that the asteroid was gone. You make me feel. Look at the speed. 3.5 AUs per second, 27 seconds for alignment. That's a little high. Just kind of weird. With the micro warp drive on there, it shouldn't be that slow. But yeah, you can't beat the 3.5 AU per second. That's for sure. Oh, how does anyone else have a bug where the opportunity icon always... Yes, I do. I do. It's actually been going on for a couple weeks. So yeah. I just finally got to where I ignore it. But I also have one where my chat windows are always reordered. Every time I log in. No matter how many times I fix them. Next time I log in, they're all screwed up again. And it's only my main. My secondaries don't have the problem. Just my main. It's like they're really trying to irritate me. So, but yeah. Yeah. But we were just talking. So there was an exploit where you could hang out in a belt, one of the event belts, and wait till there was a last asteroid, and the belt would disappear off of the list, the public list. And then you could wait for the asteroids to respawn. And you could sit there all day and mine with nobody else coming in. It was pretty awesome. They fixed that. So that now somehow it ends up back on the list, on the public list, even after it disappeared. But they won't fix the chat windows. They won't fix the, opportunity icon. They won't, so I don't know. Opportunities will show you earned Omega rewards that you're unable to claim without being Omega. Yeah, see, I'm always Omega, so that wouldn't be it. But yeah, when I go into it, it says 0 opportunities found, 0 rewards found, but it still keeps flashing that I have a reward. When I hover over it, it says you have a reward, unclaimed reward. But it's been doing that for a while. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of dug down into it thinking, surely there must be something. But such is the nature of the beast. Such is the nature of the beast. Kragan's over here not mining again. But yeah. You got a reward you cannot find. Exactly. Just Eve things. Exactly. Just Eve things. Just the way it works. I think CCP throws those little Easter eggs in there just to keep us guessing. Like if they fixed everything, then we would, then we would expect that all the time. So you got to leave a couple in there just so you don't really know. God bless them. God bless them, everyone. God bless them, everyone. We are tearing this belt apart. Sorry for the congestion. I did, someone in the chat a couple days ago mentioned basil oil. Put a couple drops of basil oil in your ears before you go to bed. I did that last night. I had to order it. Wait the 2 days for it to show up. Put it in my ears last night. Did not solve the congestion problem. So, yeah. But it did identify, because it was painful, it did identify that I probably have an ear infection, which is probably what the underlying problem is. So maybe it still solved the problem, because I know how to fix that one. Yeah, I've been dealing with this,
Is depleted.
for a little while. Just won't go away. Only herb oil I've ever worked with is peppermint oil. Yep, I drive the critters. Yep, I use the peppermint oil several times to get rid of the mice. Yeah, man, they hate that stuff, which is just weird because peppermint I think is one of the most pleasant smells there is, and the fact that it drives the critters wild. But yeah, every spring, and when we were in Kansas City, every spring the mice would move into our crawl space. And it used to drive me crazy. When we had two small dogs. One of them passed right before we moved here to the Philippines. But yeah, the dogs never bothered them, which always bothered me because I thought surely they would chase them away. They'd be afraid of the dogs. But yeah, the man, they hated that peppermint. They hated it. And I'm like, really? Peppermint? But yep. Yeah, I actually got it. Put a couple drops in a spray bottle and sprayed it all over. Drove them out really quick. And it made the house smell nice. It couldn't win. I think we also at one point got a diffuser and did it in a diffuser, and that worked really well too. So, but yeah, I had to order the basil oil here in the Philippines. Hard to find here in the Philippines, but I did order it and gave it a try. And like I said, when I woke up this morning, I felt better, and then I took a shower, which is kind of always the case. I take a shower and then everything comes flashing back. So. But I think it is a little bit better. But like I said, it did identify that I do seem to have an underlying condition. So, and I know how to fix that one. I'll put some hydrogen peroxide in my ears after the stream, and that'll take care of that. Knock that out like a prize boxer. But yeah, and honestly, I don't know why I didn't think of that in the first place, because I really should have tried that in the first place. But yeah, what I need is something to get rid of ants. Here in the Philippines, we got a horrible ant problem. Ants are everywhere, and no matter what we do, you kill them by the thousands, and they just come right back. It's like, yeah, got rid of my brothers, but now I'm back. And they're just these little ants. They're not really, not really a problem. They don't bite. They're just irritating. Because they're in everything. In everything. Oh, man. But yeah, I haven't figured out anything for the ants yet. They are going to treat. So we're living here in the Philippines now. So I retired back in April, moved here to the Philippines with my wife, who is originally from the Philippines. She lived with me in America for 18 years. And then I promised her when we retired we would move here. I just didn't think I'd ever be able to retire. But retired at 57. Moved here to Philippines back in April. Been here 9 months, actually. Next week will be 9 months. And loving every minute of it. Loving every minute of it. So yeah, very pleased with the decision. Other than the ants. And the fact that I can't get tacos. I wasn't a huge taco fan in America, but really missing the tacos now that I can't get them. Kind of like when they tell you can't have something, you gotta have it. Gotta have it. As soon as you tell me I can't, gotta have it. But yeah. I didn't realize the peppermint worked on the squirrels. I'll have to, we don't have squirrels here in the Philippines, so they don't really have a whole lot of rodents, to be perfectly honest. I guess the rats, but I don't count them as rodents. A lot of them eat the rats, so yeah, it's considered food. But yeah, no squirrels, no rabbits. I don't know. That's one that I've always wondered about. You still have a lot of snakes, so I'm not really sure what the snakes eat. Probably the people. A lot of cobras, which I haven't seen any yet, thank God. So, no rabbits. I'd be heartbroken. Yeah, no rabbits. No rabbits. I think you can get them as a pet, but they're shipped in. So they're really expensive. They're really expensive by Filipino standards, which is still cheaper than America. But yeah. No squirrels. They do have monkeys. They do have monkeys in certain areas, which are kind of aggressive monkeys. Can be kind of problematic. They do have really large spiders. I mean, I saw a spider the other day that was literally like that big. I was like, holy crap, I can't hit him with a fly swatter. Go away, please. Go away, please. Yeah, not a big spider fan. But definitely not a snake fan. It was almost a deal breaker when I found out about the snakes. But it is super cheap to live here, so that was I tell everybody, you know, there's two reasons why I moved here to the Philippines, retired and moved here to the Philippines, and the number one reason was because it's so cheap. The number two reason is because my wife is actually from here and I promised her I would bring her home. You know, after 18 years in America, but that's the number two reason. Because the number one reason is it's really cheap to live here. So there's my buddy Jackson. There's my buddy Jackson. Unfortunately, he's not in the in-game channel. He's kind of antisocial. So we'll invite him from the Corp channel since he's antisocial.
The asteroid is depleted.
Oh, now he logged off again. I must have scared him away.
The asteroid is depleted.
My God. Alabama cruise ship. Trouble in the Cineways. Oh, so what else? Yeah, so like I said, new video out there. Thanks to Scimitar and Lego for their comments. Appreciate it. I think we're up to like 8 comments between the three of us. He rejected my invite. Way to go, Jackson. Actually, I think he logged off, so I think that's why. Yeah. Can't really accept an invite if you're not online. That's different than rejecting, but okay. Okay. Tomato, tomato. I remember the first time, be on it if you, no worries, laptop being difficult again. I figured. I remember the first time I heard this song was in middle school. My teacher went through and taught us about each thing mentioned. Yep. Actually, my college buddies and I, it came out while I was in college. And my college buddies and I sat down at the bar one night and we listed them all out and then went and researched them all, and it was a big time sink, but it was kind of nice from a historical perspective. So, but yeah. I was never a big history guy or a geography guy. In fact, if I didn't live in the Philippines, I wouldn't be able to find it on a map. But yeah. But yeah, that was kind of a goal. We did the same thing for the Buddy Holly one, American Pie, or the death of Buddy Holly when the day the music died. But that one was a lot harder because those are mostly older references. Where the Billy Joel one most of the references were pretty easy to find, really pretty easy to understand. So identify. Excuse me. It really sucks. But yeah, what else? But yeah, a lot of historical references in that song that I wouldn't probably know otherwise, which is pretty cool. Okay, refresh my screen. Come on, you can do it. There you go. Ads are on.
The asteroid is depleted.
Zerbidin's on. He must have just got home from work. You know what? There's an ad on. I'm going to go grab a cup of coffee. I'll be right back. Get up.
The asteroid is depleted.
Ah. Millen, Happy New Year. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Sorry, I was getting a cup of coffee. And of course, my hold filled up, which is kind of a default setting for this Hulk. Alright, guess we're going to have to work on something else. Just got in here, and I'm out again for a smoke. No worries, no worries. We're waiting on Jackson to arrive back. He's having some trouble with his laptop. So... Bum, 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 bum. Alright, Scordite's gone. Good God, that was quick. I just targeted that asteroid. What else is new? Approaching the weekend. Approaching the weekend. At least for you guys. I'm Thursday. You guys are still Wednesday night, so you probably don't consider it approaching the weekend yet. I don't know. When I worked, I think I considered Tuesday approaching the weekend. So, there was that. Now that I'm retired, all the days kind of run together. If it wasn't for streaming, I probably wouldn't know what day it was. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah. I work in Parks and Recs, and my job largely revolves around other people's days off, so weekend has never really held the same meaning. There you go. There you go. There you go. That makes sense. That makes sense. It's all relative. It's all relative. All relative. But it isn't what I need. Makes sense. Makes sense. Bon Jovi. Got a critical on that one. For your affection like a monkey on my back.
The asteroid is depleted.
For falling in love. Alright. So I am going to finish up what Kragan's working on over here, and then we're going to send him to check out the next belt. Come on. I think we went down last week, so let's go up this week. Mining ops, yep. Today's our mining op one. Viewer mining op, where I mine with my viewers. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys. So yeah, we're in Eufene, Millen, if you want to join us. And we are tearing these belts up. Tearing these belts up. We got the Akachi clan out here in their hulks and their leader Scimitar doing our boost. No worries. No, one of the rewards is actually mining. So yeah, so you can double it up. You can double it up. Yeah. Oh, missed 3 days already. I hear you. I hear you. I missed most of my characters. I missed one yesterday. I think I got every other day, but so far. But which was disappointing. It's weird though. Today's the 8th. Oh no, I'm on 8. Yep, that's 8. Yeah, so but yeah, I didn't get my alts done yesterday. Alright, Kragan's finishing up. And then I'll send him to the next belt. Send him to the next belt. Ah, there's the one we were just talking about. Don McLean, American Pie. That I could make those people dance and maybe they be happy for a while. February made me shiver with every paper I delivered. I'm gonna go to 8-1. When I read about his widowed bride, something touched me deep inside. The day the music died. I miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And good old boys, we got a rat. We got a rat. Our first rat of the day. Looks like they got some stuff out here. Yeah, I think we're good. You have faith in God above, if the Bible tells you so. Do you believe in rock and rolls and music? Save your moral soul. Gotta dance real slow. Serenading the YouTube people. Sorry, YouTube people. Go off your shoes. In a site earlier, one Porpoise 5 Max in a train config. They cleared the site in less than 10 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine. The day the music died. By Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Good old doors were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, "This'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die." 10 years we've been on our own, and moss grows fat on a rolling stone. Used to be for the king and queen in a coat he borrowed from James Dean in a voice, and came to you and me. The king was looking down, the jester stole his thorny crown. The room was adjourned, was returned. Men in playing a book of marks, just in the park, and we sang dirges in the dark of the day. The music died. By Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, "This'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die." There's skelter in a summer swelter. Alright, we're about to finish up. Oh, a forward pass. What's up, Spectral Stargazer? Good to see you this morning. What system? There you go. Yeah, if you get the Ufiend, put an X in the in-game channel. Actually, put an X in the in-game channel either way. Working on it, Jackson. There's a late night one. And then I'm also going to invite you to the fleet. All right, thanks. Thanks, Scimitar. And the rocks are all gone. Yep. Rocks are all gone. So yeah, let me know when you're ready, Skim, and I'll loop us out. Everybody get your drones in. We don't want to leave any drones behind. We don't want to leave any drones behind. Because we will. We were all in one place. Generation lost in space. Evening. Actually, it's morning for me, Spectral Stargazer, but I think it's evening for everyone else. I'm in the Philippines, so it's 10:30 here, roughly. On the stage, my hands were clenched in fists of rage. No angel born in hell. Okay, looks like all the drones are in. Good. Yes, yes. Working on lunchtime. Working on lunchtime. So I'm way in the future. Way in the future. No, it really hasn't paid off. I keep trying to get all my old friends in America to take me up on my lottery number offer, where I'll give them the lottery numbers as long as they split it with me. They just got to split it with me ahead of time. So if it's like 10 million, you got to give me 5 million, then I'll give you the numbers. Nobody will take me up on it. I don't know why. Kind of disappointing. Kind of disappointing. 226 there for you. Wow, early morning for you. Early morning for you. You're probably in Europe someplace. There's Millen. No, couldn't follow directions. I said in the late night channel, but that's all right. I got you. I got you. We're actually just getting ready to change belts. Soon as Scimitar gives me the okay, I'm gonna fleet warp us to Kragan. There you go. You're good. You're good. UK specifically. There you go. That makes sense. No, you're good, Millen. I'm just giving you a hard time. You're good. I don't usually check local unless somebody talks in it. And then I was like, who's talking in local? No, you're all good. You're all good. You did say ready? How did I miss that? Oh, crap. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I had a nickel for paying attention. All right, let's warp the fleet to Kragan. There we go. Here we go. Hang on. Hang on. Watch the awesome formation. At least all the Hulks will be in formation. We'll zoom out here. All the Hulks will come into formation. Well, maybe not. Maybe they're going to make liars out of me. They usually fly in formation. There they come. There they come. There they come. I was like, yeah, they usually fly in formation. What the hell? Oh, way to go, CCP. You screwed that up too. Screwed that up too. There we go. Everybody's back together. Cool beans. Cool beans. Scan us up. Scan us up. Do 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 do. Scimitar's back on top. Just CCP things. Yep. I mean, you're juggling a whole bunch to run the stream. Yeah. Let him sip his coffee, right? No, it's all right. It's all right. I don't know how I missed it. My fleet one wasn't flashing, so that's what I was waiting for. Was it for it to flash? But yeah. Never a dull moment. Never a dull moment. Millen's here with us in his Pioneer. Way to go, Millen. Good to see ya. All good. Just about to do a couple daily goals on my MR specialist. Couple of level 4s should do the trick. That'll definitely do the trick. Mr. Twitch Boy, good to see ya. Good to see ya. Bum bum boo 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 boo. Thanks. Thanks, Scimitar. Impressions back up. You get Kragan compressed over here. Luckily, he's got that retriever, so it works out good. Not quite the limited cargo space of the Hulk. Yeah, good to see you, Mr. Twitch Boy. Thanks for being here. Doing a little bit of a mining event today. I mine with my viewers once a week. Wednesday nights American time, Thursday mornings here in the Philippines. Yeah, Jackson's been MIA for a little bit. Good to have him back. He's actually in the Pioneer Consort. Show off. Show off, Jackson. Independently wealthy Jackson. Not sure why I did that. Yeah. Yeah, he's always got... I kind of figured he'd be out here in Odysseus, to be honest, but He's kind of just showing off with the consort. He'll probably bring the Odysseus out later just to, you know, kind of icing on the cake. Don't be jelly. Don't be jelly. Yeah. Don't be jelly. Yeah, I am jelly. I am jelly. Why is it splitting them? They're both the same. It's really weird. Yeah, that's really weird. Really weird. I need 3 billion or to swap my Paladin for Odysseus. Yeah, that's the problem, is the Odysseus is way too expensive. I like the aesthetics of it better than the base version. Yeah, that is nice. It is nice. I hope when you get one, you'll love your Odysseus as much as I love mine. Yeah, I'm grinding the Sisters of Eve missions in order to try and get enough points to get one, but that is a whole different issue. That's a whole different issue. Oh, good song. I didn't do any giveaways yet, Millen. So yeah, I don't have any donations at the moment, and we haven't done a word ban yet. I think Zerbidan's on. I didn't see Zerbidan. Zerbidan's usually my word ban go. Maybe I should do the same and get a PP. Yeah, that's where, unfortunately, it's like 450,000 LP because you need 250,000 to get the blueprint, and you need another 250,000 to get the net resonators. So yeah. Yes, you did. Thanks, Millen, for giving. Yeah, we had a couple nice ships we gave away last time or last week, I think. So thanks for that, Millen. One of my generous benefactors. Appreciate you. Oh, Kragan's over here not mining. Why? Oh, gotta get closer. Gotta get closer.
The asteroid is
I don't know if they did or not. I gave them away, Milan. So yeah, I don't know who got. Actually, I don't remember who got them. I'd have to check. No. Big old bug on my window.
the asteroid is depleted.
Figures. Right after I scanned, one disappears. Sounds like the wife's up. Sounds like the wife's up. Yeah, Stargazer. That's the only problem with making it is there's also a Sisters of Eve component that you can only get from them as well. You can get it off the market, but they're horribly expensive. And they're like 1,000 LP each. So you need 250 of them. So yeah. I did build one. So Jackson had actually donated an Odysseus BP. and enough funds to build it. And so I did build one and gave it away. That was right after they came out, like a week after they came out. And then he donated a fully built one as well. So yeah, so he's definitely one of my generous benefactors. So yeah, he's given 2 Odysseus. So yeah, they can do either. A lot of people say the Marauders is what they use for doing level 3s, level 4s. So for the full 250 for the one, yeah. So it's 250 million LP for the blueprint, the BPC for the one run blueprint from Sisters of Eve, and then another 250 for the net resonators, because you need 250 of them to build it with that BPC. So yeah, and they're the only ones that sell it. I mean, you could buy them off the market, but they're outrageous. I think it was 800,000, or excuse me, 800 million to buy the net resonators when I bought them to build the one we did. So, but yeah. So yeah, so that's what I'm shooting for. I don't think I don't know where I'm at, honestly. Actually, I could check. I don't want skills. Bum, 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 bum. That's not what I want. Tell you, some days it's a wonder I can even get out of bed. LP. That's what I'm looking at. After 3 days and it refreshes. So Sisters of Eve, I got 33,000. I did have 85,000 and I used them to buy net resonators for the one that I built and gave away. So yeah, but yeah, I'm back at 33. So yeah, long way to go. Long way to go. So yeah. Yeah, you need 250 for the blueprint and then another 250 for the components. Yeah. Oh man, where'd they all go? Every road leads to your door. Every step I take, forevermore. I got a lot of love and I don't want to let go. But yeah. Last I checked on the market, well, that's not it. Did I spell it wrong? Yeah, I did spell it wrong. Oh, for Christ's sake. There's only one ship that starts out that way. For Christ's sake. Unfortunately, searching contracts, I never find them unless I do it this way. So yeah, actually 800 million, that's not bad. 777. Of course, that doesn't include the 250 resonators, which is another 800 million. So yeah, it's gone down 1.6 bill. It used to be over 2 bill just for the blueprint. So yeah, it's not too bad. But yeah, when you look at it here, sorry, shows that's a reprocessed materials. You have these SOE net resonators, 250 of them. And they're the ones that cost. And of course, my hell filled up again. Oh, if I had a nickel. Where's Kragan? 5,000. Got a lot of love. I plan to move a Legion for L4s in a month or so. There you go. Yeah, the Marauders. A lot of people say the Marauders are the best thing to use for the L4s. The combat L4s. And I haven't tried one yet, but the only one I can currently fly is the Kronos. But yeah, they're super expensive too. I'm planning on building a Gila. I have a blueprint for a Gila, but can't fly it yet. So yeah, I've done some L4s in a Raven. Yep. Oh, I've done them. I do them all the time in a Macarel and a Megathron. It's just slow. Did the crystal break? Maybe the crystal broke. Yeah, the crystal broke. I'm losing a lot of crystals. Maybe they were just all damaged.
The asteroid is depleted.
As soon as I hit scan, disappears. I mean, come on. Seriously? Rails or blasters on here? Usually rails. Though I have done both. I have blasters on the Macarel. And I like the blaster. Or no, actually I have projectiles on the Macarel. But yeah. And I have become a fan of the projectiles, but I'll build a Raven up and join you. Yeah, unfortunately, every time I do combat missions, I need to have Scimitar with me or I get killed. So, yeah. So, yeah, thanks, Scimitar. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's what and that's the same thing like the Noctis. The Noctis is a great ship for salvaging, but man, it flies between gates super slow. And it's like, come on. So yeah, if you're in the same system, salvage is great. But if you got to jump 5 or 6 systems, it's like, come on. Which is what always happened with me. I'll do a mission, a level 4 mission, 5 or 6 jumps away, and come back for my Noctis. So got a good Raven, but not sure if it's fitted for L4s yet. Yeah, Navy issue, yep. Yeah, used to run with a crew around Vineyard where one person would be in a Noctis and handle looting. Yep. Yeah, that's always a good one. Yeah, that's always a good one. Have them fleeted up so they still get the points and still get the rat loot and everything. Yeah. That way they benefit. But yeah, I remember those days. I remember those days. Good memories. How's the house going? It is going great. It is going great. They're actually getting close to flooring the floors. So we're on today's day 39. So yeah. So month and 10 days. So yeah. So yeah. They're moving pretty fast, though it has slowed down considerably the last couple weeks. The last 3 weeks, they took a week off for the holiday, and then the last 3 weeks, the concrete mixer's been busted, and nobody seems serious about fixing it. or they don't know how to fix it, or can't find somebody. I don't know what the problem is, but I finally given up on worrying about the concrete mixer, so they're getting the job done without it. So, but they are mixing it by hand, which is taking a lot longer. Yeah, I've got the videos out there, so take a look. Nighthawks with a passive tank are really effective enough horse. I've never tried a Nighthawk Stargazer. I might have to try that one. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, there's actually videos out there on YouTube, Millen, if you want to check them out. There's quite a few of them. I have 2 guest rooms, and the wife is talking about adding a 3rd. So, though I'm trying to get her to stop with the corrections and the modifications. Once they pour concrete, if she modifies something, they got to chip all that concrete out and redo it. I'm not going there. So, yeah, if you want to throw it in the in-game channel, that would be great. I would appreciate it. I hate fitting. I hate doing fittings. Fittings are, there's just way too many choices. Way too many choices. A lot of people really get a kick out of doing fitting. I am the exact opposite. I will take a fitting from my viewer base every day. Every day. I'm really thinking of moving to PH2 when I'm single again. No worries, you're always welcome. Yeah. Oh, not that I can control whether you can move here or not, but you're always welcome to come visit. I have a place for you if you want to come visit. Sorry. I didn't mean to make it sound like I control who can live here and who can't. That was not the case. I want to start those rumors. Oh, get me in trouble with the with the tourist division. This streamer is telling people who can move here and who can't. I mean, you guys okay with that? Playing around with fittings is part of how I eat up time while mining. Yeah, see, I really can't stand the fittings, because no matter what I do, it's not going to be the best. No matter what I do. And I know that. And I'm always going to, no matter what happens, people always say, hey, what's that fitting? And oh, you should have did this. Oh, you should. Oh, I'm like, yeah. So then I can blame it on somebody else. Oh, this one was given to me by my viewer base. Sorry. No, it's all good, Millen. Like I said, always better to come and visit. Make sure it's going to work out. That's one I definitely recommend if you decide to live here, which I love it here. Well, if you decide to live here, you really need to come and visit first before you do anything permanent. Because some people can... Thanks, Captain Stable. I'm going to save that off. Cool, cool, cool. I like that one. But yeah, the... and I'm going to add you as a contact. Sorry. So I have you. It's going to notify you that I added you as a contact. And then I'm also going to add in here who you are. As soon as I remember your name. Spectral Stargazer. That way I've got it. But yeah, I definitely recommend it. But I'm in the province. A lot of people can't deal with province living. So, poor man Cinnaball for bumping. There you go. I like the bumping. Yeah, the people are the nicest people I've ever met. But I have one vlogger that I watch. I think he had a mental breakdown from living in the province because of the roosters and the dogs and the motorcycles, and which I don't understand, but you know, different people, different things, and so he's recovered from that. But yeah, province isn't for everyone. You give up a lot of flexibility here in the province. 2 hours get a pair of shoelaces or scotch tape, which is kind of frustrating. But it's worth it in my opinion. So, but not everyone would agree with me. But yeah, if you want, you can always live in Manila. BGC will cost you the same as it is to live in America, to be perfectly honest. And you have the same amenities. So, but yeah, in other places in Manila, you can live and have a lot more convenience, but there's also a lot more people. So, where I wanted to get out someplace where there's less people so I can relax. So, farm living is not for everyone. Yep. Back-to-back crits on your strip miner. Excellent. Excellent. That's the one I was in and do 7,254 meters per second. That's pretty good. I saw a YouTube channel from Australia and he cried when his tourist visa ran out. Yeah, he's going back every year now. Yeah. And you can get the tourist visa extended. They'll let you extend it up to 2 years. And then all you got to do is leave for a weekend and come back and they'll give you a new one. So that's the nice thing about the Philippines is they're giving away people to live here, so or to stay here, come and visit. I, on the other hand, I have what's called a balikbayan visa because I'm married to a Filipina, and so I have a year-long visa, which is actually going to be running out here soon, and I need to figure out what I'm going to do about it because I was planning on having my permanent residency before it ran out, but that's not happening. So, because of some paperwork issues, which don't get me started on that. That's a whole nother discussion topic. So, I used to live near a farm and technically still somewhat do, but not near as I was in the previous place I lived. Yep. He couldn't extend because of his work. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, well, I'm retired since age 40, so I can have visas, I guess. Yep. He couldn't extend. Yeah. Yeah, and actually the work here, they don't care about your work. Yeah, they'll give anybody a visa. So, simulated stabber fitting. Thanks, Ramilia. Yeah, I don't have the artillery cannon for that one for some reason. I don't know why. I'm missing small artillery specialization. Seriously? I wonder if I actually have it. No, I don't have it. 2 million. 2.6 million. Yeah, buy it. Actually, move it up to the top for crying out loud. That's a stupid one not to have. Unfortunately, I have like, 700 days worth of training here. Whatsoever anymore.
The asteroid is depleted.
Love is just a beautiful thing. Where's the country? Is it a visa expensive? No, so it's not. When you get the monthly one, it doesn't cost anything for the first month. When you go to renew it, it costs you to renew it, but it's really not that expensive. I think it's like 20 bucks a month. 20 bucks US. And that may not be exactly correct. Like I said, I don't have that visa. I have a different visa, so it's a whole different process for me, but I remember we didn't pay very much when I had to do mine way back when. So when all the times I visited, I used the visitor visa. And so we visited probably 6 or 7 times over the past 18 years. So yeah. Now that is for the Philippines. I don't know what Vietnam or Thailand or all the other countries charge. They're just different. So someday I'll actually train up an alt, but for now I'm fine with just my. Yeah, I have 4 alts, and I originally put them together so that I could do PI, but yeah, I do an awful lot with them. So I'm multi-boxing right now with the mining. So yeah, it comes in handy. But yeah, that's now a pack of tobacco in Belgium is $20. Yep, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, it's usually not bad. And a lot of people, they actually, in some places, I guess you can actually renew it for multiple months at a time. So you don't have to go back every month. What always happened with me is I had to go back every month, which was a super huge pain in the rear end. Because the embassy, at least for the embassy here, you have to wear pants, you have to wear shoes. I think other than going to church, I have not worn pants since I got into the country nine months ago. And yeah, you got to wear pants, you got to wear shoes. I don't normally wear shoes. I usually wear some kind of flip flops or something. They won't let you wear flip flops. They won't let you in unless they feel you're dressed appropriate. And since you need the visa extension, you kind of got to obey by their rules. But there's literally a guy outside the embassy selling pants, because it is a common problem that foreigners show up and can't get in because they don't have pants on, because it is 100 degrees here every day, and who the hell wears pants when it's that hot? But yeah, unfortunately he didn't have my size. So yeah, the one day actually my wife went in and was able to get it for me, which I thought was also strange. Of course, she had a skirt on, but she's allowed to wear a skirt because she's a woman. So yeah, don't get me started. Don't get me started. SpongeBob SquarePants, exactly. Need a job to afford the $60 a month. Just Eve subs, exactly. I wanted to have 5 accounts, one with characters, not limited to specific racial ships and such, and then 4 more with a specialist. Yep, that makes sense. But yeah, you do need an extra job in order to be able to afford it. But yeah. And so, of course, also from where my sister-in-law lives, which is where we always stayed when we visited, it's over an hour to travel to the embassy. And so, and wearing pants for that whole time is like, ugh. Because it is, especially in the summer months here, it is miserably hot. Miserably hot. Which is probably one of my negatives. I'm a winter guy, so, but I do seem to be getting used to it. So, Grizzly, good to see you, buddy. Yeah, that's what I do too. I have one main where I dump all my Plex and all my money and everything else, and that's how I do it. That's how I do it. Oh, for Christ's sake. Kragan's just sitting over here twiddling his damn thumbs. Seems everybody's focused on the Scordite, so that's why I can't. These guys are killing me. But yeah, specialize the others to what you want. Yep. Currently, all my ISK is on my MR special. Yep, that's the way to do it. That way you have them buy the skills or whatever. If the other guy needs skills, you can just transfer the money to them, have them buy the skills and stuff like that. If it's cheaper in their area. It's also nice to have them in different areas so you can do some price checking. So, because there are some drastically different prices depending on where you're located. And so, especially when it comes down to the specialty skills. So, but yeah. Yep, I do have research. Yeah, I do have. I actually, all my guys do research. So I shouldn't say all my guys. 3 of the 5, I think, I have set up for research. And I do farm research cores,
Depleted.
which has turned very good because I'm doing a lot of invention. So I always need research cores. Research cores. They're not called research cores. They're called research something else. That's gonna bug me. I know I have some sitting here waiting to be delivered. There it is. Data cores. Data cores. Yeah. Data cores. PVE. Yep. Also do a lot of PI. Yep. Yep. PI. That's why I ended up adding the extra accounts was for the PI. So I only pay for 2 accounts, but I have 5 alts across them, or 5 characters across the 2 accounts. So we got rats. Right outside my door. And it helps to keep me warm. My, I don't mind. Oh, I. Now, I know he had a salvager. Did he leave the salvager somewhere? I tell you, some days. I don't know why I even get out of bed. That's alright. Kragan's got a salvager. I don't worry anymore. Not to find you. I don't like to go outside. Like you're turning off the light. Oh, I don't mind. Ah, I don't mind. I don't mind. So take me home. Ads are getting ready to start. Sorry. Yeah, I'm mostly PvE as well. I don't do any PvP. Once I'm done with these 3 more missions, since I have a 3-chain mission chain now, I could come be anti-rad. You're always welcome. If you want to mine, you want to do that, either way, we got it covered. I still haven't learned anything about PI, and I'm coming up on 5 years. Yeah, PI is kind of another one. How do you all not get attacked? Yeah, we've been attacked before, but it's not worth it. Well, it's like... We're also in high sec, so it's got to be suicide gankers if that's it.
Depleted.
They're not that dedicated. Some of them. I don't mind. Yeah, we're in high sec. No ads for you? Excellent. High sec. Rating high sec delivered nothing. Yeah, I'm doing L4. What's the highest alpha miner in this version? I don't... I got killed by a thrasher in high sec, yeah. I don't know what you mean, Grizzly. Alpha miner? Probably the Pioneer. I don't know if the Pioneer Consortium can do alpha or not. If you're talking about ships. But all of us here, as far as I know, are Omega. I don't know that there's any alphas here with us. Zerbadan, good to see you. And the mining destroyers are Alpha Beflyle, yeah. Yeah. I don't know if the consortium is, but yeah. Consortium issues of the Venture and Pioneer out. Okay, so that's cool. Yep, so those are good. Yeah, so definitely then the thing. Perseverance is alpha friendly too? Oh, there you go. So the Perseverance is definitely the highest. Spectral beat me to it. Yep, I'm alpha. No worries. Yeah, so the Perseverance, if you do the game track, the Winter Nexus track, you can get a Perseverance BPC. But you only got a couple days left. I think there's only like 4 days left, so. Ah. Now Falstaff's not mining. Actually, because he ran out of space. Which is just ludicrous. I just hit scan. Why are you not letting me target them? I missed it. No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, Perseverance. Is it Ice Miner? Okay. Are they better than Adventure? Yes. They would be, yes. But if they're mainly Ice Miner, then that probably wouldn't work. So sorry, ads are on. But the Pioneer is better than Adventure, and the Pioneer Consortium is definitely better than Adventure. So yeah, I would definitely recommend those.
Asteroid is depleted.
I got so much love. Love for you will never grow old. I got so much love. Yeah. No, okay, so normal ore mining, what's the best alpha case? So I would probably say the Pioneer Consortium. Yep. Which Jackson is flying out here. Yeah, Jackson's flying out here. Yeah, mining destroyer bonuses. It's also looks like it's got some glass cloud bonuses. So, but yeah, but that's the one I would recommend. Miner Consortium. So that's a faction issue. Pioneer. I think that's the highest alpha, in my opinion, from what I've seen. Yeah. Just you and me. I have no idea how to find stuff. No, you're good. You're good. Pioneer and its consortium issue variant will be the best for alpha mining. There you go. Yep. There's 3 venture classes. Venture for ore, Perseverance for ice, the other guy for gas. Yep. You are the sun. You are the rain.
Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars. And let me see what spring is like on a Jupiter and Mars.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. That actually does sound like him. That actually does sound like him. That's one of the better ones. The way I feel for always. Sing it, Lionel. You are the sun. Yeah. That's not bad. We can fix that. Endurance and Prospect are Omega, aren't they? Yes, Endurance and Prospect are Omega. Yes. All right, so we got a word ban. Actually. Ugh. Okay, starting now. 11-12. I don't know. That's going to be a tough one. So the way the word ban works, which I am loath to explain it, because when I explain it, then you guys get involved and I always lose. But the way the word ban works is if I'm successful, we give away 25 million.
Is depleted.
If I fail, we give away 50 million. So it is in your best interest to try and help me fail. So yeah. Yes. Duke Trig is my in-game. Okay, Grizzly, good to see you. Heck, wait. Does that apply to us in chat or just Bond? Oh, just me. Yeah, just me. OJ Pete. Hello, stream. I'm sure you know this, but you're not Mela Hazard. I was lurking her chat while I was working. Yeah, Mela Hazard raided me. Spectral, welcome back. The word that is banned. Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to say it. That almost worked. That almost worked, OJP. That almost worked. You'll have to scroll back through the chat. But yeah, Mela Hazard raided me. That's why you guys are here. I'm one of those goody two-shoe folks who isn't going to try to make you fail. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Almost got him. It almost worked. It almost worked. Almost worked. We have had people put it in the chat, and then I read the chat, and I've gotten caught that way too. So yeah, so that has been known to happen. So yeah. These asteroids are disappearing faster than I can target them.
The asteroid is depleted.
Good God. It mines ore, ice, and gas, and it's formidable battlecruiser. Yep. Sorry, multi-boxing is getting to be problematic. They're disappearing faster than I can target them. I have 8 targeted almost all the time, so I can see if other people... Yeah. Lock another. Yeah. I gave up on trying to not target ones that everybody else is targeting. When we got this many out here, I just target whatever's next. Boom, boom, boom. I gotta actually watch the words of the songs too. I think I got caught once with that. I was singing, and Zerbaden is really good with picking the word bands. I keep loving your music. I appreciate that. I love it as well. I love it as well. 80s and 90s. Best music there is. Best music there is. Where are we at? 49. All right, I'm going to actually start. Ah, I said it. Crap. All right, 50 million. 50 million. I said I'm going to actually start up marbles so that we'll be ready. And I lost. And I lost. See that? I was trying to plan ahead and shot myself in the foot. Alright, let's get marbles started. Anybody else wants to donate quick, we'll add it to the prize list. Not required, but definitely appreciated. Alright. Done, yeah. Yeah, smooth, smooth. So 50 million is what we got in here so far.
Thank you.
Whatever you want. Tuto Minui, thanks for the follow. Oh, you sent some ISK? Okay,
You're
cool.
awesome.
Let me check it. I don't know why it's not flashing. It's really pissing me off. Alright, there's another 50. So we'll give away 250. 50 million. We'll give away 250 million. Yes, ISK. Sorry. Small block. Nick, thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. Really appreciate it. That's not the worst I've seen. One streamer had the word like banned and proceeded to say it 3 times in 30 seconds. Yeah, I've had a couple. I think there was one where Zerbanin put it out there, and as soon as I said, okay, starting now, I said it. And I'm like, seriously? But yeah, it probably was the word seriously, right? Yeah. All right, let me get the marbles up here. Get marbles up here. We got like 40 minutes till the ad, so we should be good. All right, cool beans. All right, let's do random. Death Alley. I don't like the sound of that. X says I'm the record holder. Well, we got to do that one. I mean, what's the chance I'm the record holder? Okay, we got to do this one. Sorry. Falstaff. Yeah, send it to Falstaff. Sorry, Skim. All right, explanation point play. Explanation point play. I always do random. Yeah, I always do random. This one says, I am the record holder. Bondar JR. Looks like, what, 1 minute, 57 seconds. So, yeah, so surely one of you will probably break my record because I don't know how that's even possible. I don't ever know how I even won, let alone be a record holder. But all right, thanks, Scimitar. So we got three prizes of 50 million. Let me see how many skins I got left. Ah, crap. Damn, hold's filling up. Let me see how many skins I got left. We'll throw those in there too. What the hell? Permanent skins. How many permanent skins do I have? I've got 15. And another 4 in there. So what's that? 19? Yeah. So we'll do another. Let's do another 5 prizes. So we'll do 8 prizes. 5 skins. 3 cash. 3 cash. Yeah, thanks for the hype train. Appreciate the hype train. Appreciate the hype train. Yeah, explanation point play to get in. So 350 million prizes and 5 skins. Your choice. Definitely get in there. Clay, Arleon, Shred War. Mortal Kombat. Good to see you, buddy. Stop buffering, yeah. It might be because of me, Spectral. I got Starlink and it causes some problems with Twitch from time to time. Booga! Grizzly's in there. Grizzly's in there. Grizzly, what's your in-game name again? You can actually set it with this command. IGN space and type your name. And it'll assign it. That's what mine is set to. And then it'll work with everybody else. All the other Eve Dreamers. It's a control we all use. So we're up to 19. Come on, let's see if we can make 20. Explanation point play. So 350 million ISK prizes and 5 skins. 5 skins. And if this hold would quit filling up. I had a nickel. It's all right. All right. Par for the course. Par for the course. All right. Rabbit Queen. Yeah, Grizzly, give me a... I don't know how to look up people, man. I'm a noob. No, what is your in-game name? What's your name in Eve? You don't need to look me up. What's your name in Eve? If you can set it on the control that I have attached. If you do the explanation point IGN space and then type what your in-game name is. Yeah, Duke Trig. All right. I'm going to send you 30 million. I can spell it right. I'm going to add you as a contact as well, so I got you on here for future reference. That one's regardless of the so you can buy that ship. No, that's your old name. Well, you'll have to log in as that guy. Oh. Well, here, I might be able to cancel it. Well, why'd you give me that name then, dingbat? All right, come on. Let me find my contracts. I think I can cancel it. No, I only got one outstanding. Actually, that should be... No, because I just sent... Yeah, so I sent the money. So, yeah, it's going to be on your old guy. Sorry. Money's immediate. Yeah, I sent it as give money, so it's not in the contract. Oh, no ballish is your old name. Okay, cool. Wing Dog, all right. So we got over 20. Oh, we got right at 20. Wing Dog got us there. All right, appreciate it. Hype train ended. But yeah, so, all right. 30 seconds. Here we go. Here we go. For some reason, I have the record on this track. I don't know how that's possible, but... So we've got 350 million ISK prizes and 5 skins. So, UI Live in the Forge. That's where the code lives, yeah. No worries, no worries. Let me know if you can't get it. We'll figure something out. Here we go. Here we go. See who comes out of the pachinko machine first. Usually who comes out of it gets a pretty good lead. Ah, Mr. Twitch Boy. He's got a good lead, though. They're catching up fast. He caught a big break. Oh, somebody flew off. Jerry Can flew off. Oh, maybe he's going to land on the track. Nope. Jerry Can died. Night Shadow died. Keymon died. Yeah, it was named Death Alley, so I thought that was the problem, but it says I have the record. So Chemfin is in the lead. Chemfin is off the track. Rabbit Queen's off the track. Oh, Chemfin landed back on the track. That's the first time I've ever seen that happen. Looks like Clay. Clay is in the front. Oh, Spectral just passed him. Small block Nick. It's up there at the front. Everybody's bunching up. Spectral, small block Nick. Spectral, small block Nick's up in the air. Come on, land on the track. Land on the track. He landed on the track and bounced. Oh, good job. Good job. Spectral's still in the lead. He got caught by something. I don't know what he's hitting. Oh, there's some post there. Oh, Kempin shoots into the lead. Spectral's right behind him. Spectral goes off the track. There's a couple openings there on the sides you got to watch. Ball block Nick's in second. Yankee Slave moves into second. Oof. Kempin's off the track. First place is open. Grizzlies in first. Stay on the track. Stay on the track. Yankee Slave. Yankee Slave's bouncing around, but he's okay. Grizzly. It's not going to beat my record. That's like me already in the bin. But Grizzly looks like, no! Rejected. Grizzly died. Booga's going to take first. Yankee Slave second, Wing Dog third. R. Leon fourth, Small Block Nick fifth. Millen is sixth. Looks like Clay's coming in. Clay finishes. Yeah, so we'll give prizes to everybody who finished. There you go. Prizes, everybody who finished. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. I was going to give away 8 prizes, and there's 7 finishers. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. But how? Yeah, you were right at the end, buddy. I think you hit one of those little plunger things. And so, all right. Booga. Booga, booga, booga. Man, thank God Autonomous isn't here. He'd have a fit. Booga, thanks for that. What do you want, Booga? You want the 50 mil, or do you want one of the skins? Oh, there's Autonomous. He is having a fit. Give me skins. Give me skins. No worries. No worries. Let me bring up the skins. So here are the skins I have. Oh, you can see them all. Cool. Cool. So yeah, let me know which one you want, Booga. Let me know which one you want. And let me know if you can't see them. I think it looks like it. There is some 80 tunes in the background. Yep, that's mine. 80s and 90s. Succubus. Succubus Aurora it is. All right. Cool. Come on. There you go. Man, that was slow. All right. Booga takes the scan. Booga takes the skin. Second place, Yankee Slave. Yankee Slave. 50 million or a skin? Yankee Slave. 50 million or a skin. You young people in your modern noise. Yankee Slave, you want a skin too? All right, let me know which one. Succubus is gone, but all these other ones are here. And your noise, yeah, modern noise, young people, Autonomous. I don't know that I'm that much younger than you, buddy. So yeah, let me know which one, Yankee. The Procure. There it is. No problem. No problem. I saw your Gossman. I knew I'd given you something before. No problem. Skin it is. Appreciate you. Congratulations. Enjoy it. All right, next is Wingdog TV. Wingdog TV. There are no thing. Wingdog, ISK, please. No worries. I need your in-game name, Wingdog. And Arleon. Arleon. Wing dog. Oh, that's easy. That's easy. Oh, it helps if you spell it right. Don't fat finger it. There it is. And I already have you as a contact, so that worked. 50 million for Wing Dog. Bingo. Congratulations. 2 more 50 millions. Arleon. Arleon. Arleon is next. Small block Nick. Millen, Messina, and Clay. Arleon. Turd Shark. Turd Shark. Isk, please. Turd Shark is your name? If you said it in that IGN, it works out better. There it is. I'm going to add you as a contact. I want to make sure it's the right guy so you actually get it. So let me know. Make sure this is you. No problem. No problem. Let me know if that's you. I'm pretty sure it is. Just want to make sure. Just want to make sure. Small dot block Nick. Yep. There you go. Perfect. Yeah, let me know if that's your picture on the stream. Just so I make sure. Don't want to give 50 million to some random noob. Nobody ever sends it back, so. All right, I'm going to assume it's you. I'm going to assume it's you. All right. And then Spawn Block Nick, I need your in-game name. I think you said it earlier, but I apologize. I didn't want to have to scroll back and find it. There it is. I found it. All right, cool. I'm gonna add you as a contact. 50 million. All right, that's the 50 million prizes. So, Millen and Clay, you guys both get a skin. So, and here's what's left for the skins. Let me see if I can clear out the ones that are gone. Yep, cool. Here's what's left for the skins. So, Millen and Clay. Let me know which ones you want. There's Clay. Let me know which one you want. I got so many skins, I can't open the evil skin store. No one, no one. Actually, there's no one else left. Everybody got to win. Everybody got to win. So, yeah. So, yeah, Clay, let me know which skin you want. Let me know which skin you want, Clay. They're up there on the screen. Give random. I don't usually do random because I don't know what you fly. So there's a Venture. I don't know if you're a noob. There's an Ibis. That's kind of a new one. Tristan's also kind of a low one. There's a couple Tristans. Ibis. Doesn't really matter. All right. I'll do the Ibis. Actually, which one's worth the most? I'll give you the Hurricane. That one's worth the most. That way, if you want to sell it, you can sell it. That way, you can sell it. All right. Let me know if this is you. really don't know why it always pops them up behind. Freaking pain in the ass. Let me know if that's you. Yeah. Gray stream on the stream for you. Yeah, I got shows I'm good. I had one streamer that I could not watch, and it turns out he was cool, thanks. Turns out he was there you go. Congratulations. All right, cool beans. All right, so we need to get back to mining. All right, Scimitar, you ready? Ready when you are. All right, cool. So let's warp to. We're gonna go to 8-2, and I'm gonna warp the float.
Once again,
There we go.
congratulations.
Yes, congratulations, everyone. Cool, Clay. Congratulations. Thanks again, everybody. Appreciate you guys. Thanks to Zerbidin, Scimitar, Zerbidin as well. Yeah, Zerbidin did the word ban and then the donation. Scimitar did a donation. Appreciate you guys. That's how we get by here. It's all donation based. So anything that's donated to me gets given away on the stream. So yes, if you're ever wanting to get rid of something, that's a perfect way to get rid of it, because I'll give it away. Even if you give me a dead body, one of the guys gave me a dead body, I'll give that away too. If I can pick it up. I can't pick up the dead body he gave me, so that was a problem. Alright, let's get Kragan working over here. This one doesn't look as populous as the others. That's alright. Alright, got everything set back up. Compression's not on yet. There you go. There you go. Yeah, Millen, let me know what you want. You said you didn't want one. You had too many. So that's why I moved on. Sorry. You're still entitled to one. Thanks, Scam. Alright, where's Kragan? Kragan's only one away. Alright, let's throw this stuff out there. There we go. I cleaned it out. That'll solve some of the problems, so. Oh, we're not going to do a re-roll. Everybody that finished got something, so yeah, I'm not going to do another race just for that one skin. That's not worth it, so. If you want one, I'll give it to you, but yeah, other than that. Thanks, Scimitar. Appreciate you, buddy. Alright, so we're back to mining. Back to mining. Back to mining. This one doesn't seem like it's very big, though. Where are we at? 242. Yeah, so we're about to working on the 3-hour mark, so. I'm skinned enough. There you go. There you go. Alright. Not sure what happened there. Oh, for crying out loud. Alright. So yeah, congratulations, winners. And nobody beat my record, so I still have a record on that one. So yeah, which I don't know how that's possible, but it must have been on somebody else's stream. Must have been on somebody else's stream. It's the only thing I can think of. I don't know how these are disappearing so fast. Are we all targeting the same asteroid? Because it shows they're full. God, I didn't even get my drones out. They're killing me. That's alright, I'll salvage. Off for smoke, no worries. Yeah, congratulations to all the winners.
The asteroid.
And that nobody beat my record. Well, that's pretty cool. Nobody beat my record. Which, like I said, is kind of unbelievable, but... Thanks again to all the donations. Scimitar, Zerbaden, appreciate you guys. Like I said, we wouldn't have any giveaways if it wasn't for donations, so appreciate that. Did Jackson take off? Looks like Jackson left, yep. He probably was having trouble with his laptop. Sorry, Jackson. Yeah, we're flying through this belt, so we'll see. That's why I don't have a salvager. It's because I'm taking up all the space. Yeah. So that's good. At least I didn't leave it somewhere. At least I didn't leave it somewhere. Yeah, I'm packing mediums, so that's why I don't have enough room for the salvager. So that's all. I'm always out here with Kragan, so that's not a problem. Thanks, Scimitar. Appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm doing, I think, with Kragan. So yeah, my alt. He's out here with us as well, so... And so, yeah, that's what I have on him, so... Which helps. As long as I got one of them that can salvage, that's all that really matters, so... Oh. Yeah. Blue Gray, have a good night. Sorry, it looks like I missed you. Oh, yeah, that was a half hour ago. Sorry, Blue Gray. I didn't see him in the stream. He was on the in-game channel, so. Went to bed early. Can't blame him there. Can't blame him there. What else? Very cloudy here in the Philippines today. Supposed to rain is what they're calling for. Actually supposed to rain today, tomorrow, I think into Saturday. So yeah, would you like some anti-rat defense for the mining fleet? I don't think we need it, Spectral Stargazer. Appreciate it. If you want to come out and mine, you're welcome to join us. We still got like an hour left. Yeah, they're killing the rats faster than I can get to them. So yeah, I don't know. I think it would be overkill. But that's, I mean, you're welcome to come out if you want. 6 to 1, 1 the other. It's only usually while I'm doing the giveaway I worry about the rats. Is the last thing I want to do is lose my Hulk because I'm giving ISK away. That would be really bad. Though I'm not sure these rats could take out my Hulk that quick. It would probably take a while. Ugh, Kragan's sitting over here not mining. Just sitting over here twiddling his damn thumbs. I tell you. Some days. Some days. Regardless, I could join Random. You could support in way of weapon. No worries. If that's what you want, you're welcome to do it. We're here in Ufine, so. Which is in Galente space. So yeah, just make sure you got a positive or a non-severe negative with Galente or they'll shoot at you. Oh. Here I am. Air supply. Cool, cool. Yeah, I don't want them to shoot at you. They're kind of trigger happy. We hear it when we're here every time. Such and such, we do not like criminals in our space. Leave or you will be fired upon. Like, whoops. Oh. Big old yawn. Sorry about the yawn. As mentioned, I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow or not. I'll put something out on the Discord channel if I don't. But yes, it looks like the wife has said we're going to SNR tomorrow, and I have to go with him if I want to get what I want. So SNR is the Philippine equivalent of Costco. So, and it's like 2 hours away. So. We don't go very often, so usually maybe once a month. And so yeah, so I probably need to be there to make sure I get what I want. Because, ironically, every time I don't go, things that I ask for somehow get forgotten. Or I'm told they didn't have it. Which I find out later. Yeah, they did. But it's okay. But yeah. So yeah, and they want to do that in the morning, so that'll cut into my stream time, unfortunately. So sorry about that. But like I said, we'll see. Plans here in the Philippines change rapidly. So until we actually leave tomorrow morning at 7 a.m., I'm not going to count it as actually being happening until we actually pull away. Because I had a nickel for every time I said I was going to cancel the stream or I was going to have the stream and ended up canceling. I'd have been able to retire at the age of 57. Oh, wait. I did retire at the age of 57. Yeah. Saying it all. Is it any wonder I'm not? Did I give you an invite, Captain Stable? I don't think I did. There, I'll invite you to the fleet. That way you can find us. Is it any wonder I've got too much time on my hands? I've got too much. Ah. In fact, every time I think that the asteroid's going to disappear, and I cut the miner off early to try and save time, it doesn't disappear.
The asteroid is depleted.
By the way, I need to express my thanks to those that stayed with me when I fell asleep and guarded my ship in an empty belt. Yeah, we always try. We always try. Because we know it happens. We know it happens. And we definitely don't want you getting killed while you're asleep with rats. That might wake you up.
Is depleted.
The other thing we do sometimes is we'll get the fireworks out and we'll shoot the fireworks off, which sometimes will wake you up. Not always, though. We've got a couple that have actually slept through the fireworks, so... Is it any wonder I'm not the president? No, no worries. No worries, Milan. We always want to take care of everybody. I don't want anybody losing the ship on my watch. Not if I can help it. I had an incident several months back where we were going to Empire belts on our mining fleet night. And we 44 jumps, Captain. Oh my lord. Yeah, you might not make it before we get back. Watch out for the gank spots. Yeah, I don't know if it's worth it. We only got an hour left. You might get here just in time for us to quit. But yeah, we had an incident 6 months ago or so. We cut through low-sec in order to get to an Empire belt back when Empire belts were still a thing. They are still a thing, but they're not a common thing anymore. And we got ganked, and luckily it was only my 2 ships that got lost. Everybody else got away, and I was so thankful for that. Because I was like, man, I would have felt like crap if people had got killed. So, the Empire belts, they're good if you can find them. They were fairly consistent. Then they added the Mordinium belts, which caused the Empire belts to be less and harder to find. And now they're almost impossible to find. But yeah, if you can find one, they're really great, but they disappear very quick because everybody likes them. They got all the high-end ore, high-end minerals in high sec. And so, yeah, so they're in O5 systems that border low sec. And, but yeah, they're really hard to find now. And so, it's been quite a while since we've had one because they're such a pain to find. But if you find one, they're well worth it.
Is depleted.
Having to go all the way to start area, 44 jumps and grab my stuff. Sorry about that, buddy. Sometimes in the mountains we have ombre. Yeah, the ombre and kernite belts are out there now, and they're not too bad. I've been thinking about trying to do some of those and selling the ISO instead of selling my trit. I have trit coming out my ear, so I usually sell trit and buy the higher end ores with what I make off the trit. But the ISO would actually sell better. So yeah, we've been thinking about doing that. Nox is what I'm always short of. And Nox you can get from the Empire belts. But yeah, we've also talked about going to Trig Space to do some Nox mining because there's a lot of Nox, I'm told, in Trig Space though. Every time I go to Trig Space I get killed, so either by a player or by Trigs or, and I'm actually not negative with the Trig, so it's kind of weird, but yeah, I tried to farm Trig security status for quite a while and it didn't work out well. As I had some impounded stuff in Trig Space. Good God, this stuff's already gone. Yeah, this belt's disappearing fast. But I once lost a miasmos cutting through a basin. There you go. Yep. Yep. A basin is one of the gank points. Yep. So yeah, that's one of the common ones. I have a site that I use. Let me bring it up here. I'll give it to you guys. I think most of you already have it, but yeah, this is a site that I use. And it does a fantastic job of letting you know if there's any gate camps. And it's pretty much up to the minute. But yeah, I definitely recommend it. Anytime I'm flying anywhere where I know there's going to be some gankers, I use that to see if they're awake or not. Never been through there. Pretty sure it's completely avoidable. So, yep. Yeah, it's avoidable, and I think it takes you the long way around. Yeah, Captain. If you want to come, like I said, you're welcome to come, but 44 jumps, even at a minute a jump, that's going to put you right around when we're going to be quitting. So, you'll be here for like 15, 20 minutes. So, but that's fine. You're welcome to do it. I just don't want you to come all this way and then have to go all the way back. That's kind of a pain. But yeah, you're welcome. We enjoy having you. No worries. Oh, there you go. Yep, that's what I have. Is I have a jump clone here. Though honestly, I haven't used it in quite a while. I keep flying back and forth. I have all the mining implants on this guy. So I probably should switch it and make it, put him here and move the other one back there. Yep, there you go. Or go all that way, set a jump clone, not have to fly those jumps next time. Yep, yep. Yep, that works. That works. Yeah, the jump clone I definitely recommend.
The asteroid is depleted.
Every time. As soon as I hit compress. Always. Once again, I tried to cut my miner early because it showed the asteroid was about to take off. And nope. Nope. Thanks for playing. Thanks for playing. Thanks for playing. Sorry for the coughing. Need to get rid of this funk. Like I said, I think I got a plan for it now, which I'm kind of frustrated I didn't think of it before, to be honest. Everyone's watching. Will it come out tonight? Get it right. Ads are getting ready to start. 3-hour mark ads. At least Twitch is letting me know how long I've been going. Mighty nice of them to always keep me informed. Be in the show. Wow, 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 wow. Shoulders itching. Always right in the one spot I can't reach. Everybody's asking for the weekend. This one's for Bunny. Bunny Queen said she's always working on the weekends. Everybody's working for the weekend. Piece of my heart. Come on, let it go. We're jamming today. The playlist is actually doing a good job. I don't think I've heard any Barry Manilow. Barry Manilow always shuts everybody down. First, I wanted Barry Manilow to come on while Jackson was here. That way he could get all upset about it. Ads are on. All right, Zerwin, thanks again, buddy. Appreciate the donation. And thanks for the word band. Good one. Good one. Have a good night. Sleep well. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, since I didn't get any breakfast today, I'm really chomping for lunch. Really chomping for lunch. Now, the big question is, what's going to be for lunch? Wonder if I need to order ahead of time. Because nobody made anything.
The asteroid is depleted.
I hear Barracuda. 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 To my knees. So what did I didn't go to the pancake house. She nixed it. We ended up going to the lot and making another video. Yeah. I wanted to go to the pancake house so I could get some freaking tacos. Of course, knowing my luck, they would have been out of tacos that day. Sorry. Out of stock. That is a very common phrase here in the Philippines. Out of stock. Very common phrase here in the Philippines. Out of stock. Actually, I think I'm going to take Craig in and check out the next bill. Let's unlock these guys. Barracuda. Yeah, so the pancake house was a bust. Plus, we maybe I'll hit the pancake house tomorrow when we go to Lipa. There's a pancake house in Lipa. That was the other problem, is I'm not even sure where the closest pancake house is. It probably is Lipa, which is 2 hours, which I'd never get it to agree to. Yes, they do have tacos here in the Philippines, at least. They have tacos. It's the only place I think I can get tacos is at the pancake house, which I don't have the greatest hope for them because it is a pancake house. But it is the one place I can get tacos. So, and I am having a craving for tacos. We tried to make our own, and that was a bust. I ordered taco shells from Shopee, which is kind of like the Filipino Amazon, and they came completely crushed. I mean, they were bubble wrapped, they were everything, but they were still completely worthless. Oh yeah. Which was just a bust. Which was just a bust. Aunt Jemima Chocos. There you go. Yeah, exactly. Everything's better with syrup, right? Everything's better with syrup. That's the other thing. The pancake house, when we order pancake, they bring you this little tiny cup of syrup. Little tiny cup. I'm like, what? Where's the jug? I want the jug. I'm like, nope. Yeah. Yeah, see, I prefer the hard shell, but we did order tortillas and we made homemade tacos with the tortillas. It wasn't as good, but I remember going to Taco Bell and getting their like 12-pack and coming home. So I go to Denny's, yeah. You tell them you're American, right? Yeah. Yeah, I did make nachos, so yeah. I have a really good Mexican place near work. I think I know what I'm getting for lunch. There you go. There you go. There you go. Actually, that probably wasn't it. No, no. I try not to tell anybody I'm American because they charge me more. So, but yeah. But yeah, Denny's. I don't know about if the Denny's here has tacos or not. I'll have to check. There are Denny's here. I've seen a couple. We haven't eaten in one yet, but yeah, I'll have to check. It was actually another American that told me, "Oh, you need to go to Pancake House." Like, really? Pancake House? All right, we're on 9-1. I'm gonna go check out 9-1. I ran out of space. God damn it. I hate when that happens. Alright, Cragen's checking out the next one. Burritos are 100 times better than tacos anyway. Less mess, tastes better, better to reheat, and just downright sexier. Downright sexier. Never really thought of a taco as sexy. But if you say so, Lego. If you say so, Lego. Got a couple rats here. But asteroid wise, looks like we got a couple, but yeah, it looks like it's like the last one. It's kind of sparse. But that's all right. Between the world and New York City. But I have cleared the rats. Cleared the rats. Oh, I better check on freaking Falstaff. He's going to be full again. Oh, didn't launch my salvager. Gotta launch it in order for it to actually do any work. But it's true.
Is depleted.
When you get caught between the world and New York City. Holy shit. So it shows there's one here, but it will not let me target it. That's weird. And when I hit scan, it doesn't disappear. Now it finally disappeared. Okay. What the hell? New York City. The best that you can do. Down to the last two. Kim, if you want to start shutting down, feel free. Jukebox Hero. Oh, one of my favorites of all time. Obey is currently lawless. I remember you saying that earlier. Heard the roar of the crowd. He could picture the scene. Put his ear to the wall. And like a distant scream, he heard one guitar. Just threw him away. All right. Thanks, Kim.
The asteroid is depleted.
That's the end of that one.
The asteroid is depleted.
So ends that one. All right, let me know when you're ready. I'm way down low. Was a one-way ticket. Check and make sure everybody's got their drones in. Everybody's got their drones in. Cool beans. Gotta kick on rocking. Someday gonna make it. Alright, here we go. Jukebox Hero. Here we go.
Warp drive active.
Fleet form up. I love this formation. I know that is probably not what CCP was going for, but I love this formation. I love that it puts these ships, all the like ships, in formation. I just think that's too cool. Too cool. Too cool. Got to be on top. He's a jukebox hero. Yeah, jukebox hero. Alright, cool beans. Cool beans. Cragen will get the boost here in a second. I guess you can shut that off. There it is. Bingo. Bingo. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Just can't so. Gotta keep on rocking. Sorry about the sniffling. That really sucks. Thanks, Scimitar. Perfect timing. I was just about to run out of space in my Hulk. Jukebox hero. Made it through Bay. There you go. Yeah. It just means that compression's on. I don't know why we started doing that. We've always done fish on. I don't know why we've always done that. I think that's a Scimitar thing. It's at corruption stage 5. Holy cow. They're not messing around. They're not messing around. My salvager's having a lot of trouble salvaging this wreck. Been working on it for like 10 minutes. Now we're coming into the love songs. Let you know. There it is. Finally got it. I can't live if living is without you. I'm a hopeless romantic. Sorry. I can't live. Living is without you. I can't live. Might be 1% chance. Yeah. Oh, it's a Shadow Serp wreck. Yeah. I can't remember if salvages are even capable. Yeah, I did. Yeah, they can. Might be a 1% chance. I don't remember. Yeah, Shadow Serp wreck is like any other. I thought there was a penalty for chance shit. Yeah, I don't know. Have you seen Rules of Attraction? I have. This song was in it. Tragic Scene. Yeah, I did see that. Booga. Good movie. Good movie. I'm a huge movie buff. Huge movie buff. Huge movie buff. In fact, that's one of the things I want to do is I want to get on my stream. I want to put up movie clips that you can redeem points for. To play a movie clip. Love movie clips. Don't think this song is the one by... No, it's by Air Supply. Yeah, Air Supply. Libby dooby doo shoo shoo. I can't live anymore. Yeah, Air Supply. And you might know Filth with James McAvoy, a very good movie, Watching the Mental Decline. I don't know that one. I'm going to add that one on my list. Filth. Filth. I have never heard of that one. I will definitely check that one out. Booga, thanks. Yeah, I'm a definite movie buff. I haven't seen the second Happy Gilmore 2. I'm really anxious to see that one, but the wife doesn't like comedies. I don't know why. She married me, so she's obviously got a sense of humor. But she doesn't like comedies. So she hates Jim Carrey, which I love some of the Jim Carrey movies, you know. The Mask and Ace Ventura. Oh my God, they were hilarious. But yeah, she doesn't like it, and yeah, she's not a big comedy one. So, though we actually did just watch The Naked Gun, which is I thought it was a remake with Leslie Nielsen. She loved Leslie Nielsen, and so, but she of course didn't like him in a comedy, which he's really not a good comedy actor. But yeah. But supposedly Leslie Nielsen is actually what's the other guy's name? The original Naked Gun guy, his son, and so yeah, and so I thought it was a remake, but it was actually they were doing a sequel, and so yeah. But Leslie Nielsen as a overzealous cop, that wasn't a hard stretch. This is Richard Marx. Yeah. Richard Marx. Yeah, Jim Carrey's author. Yeah, I've seen a few times. Noticing all the things that you find at the end. Very well acted. Yeah, I'll check it out. I like those. If you really want a good one with a twist. And actually we saw one here just recently that had a nice twist. I don't remember the name of it, but it was on Prime, but I'll figure it out and get it to you. But one of my favorites is Perfect Getaway. The Perfect Getaway. It's got Timothy Oliphant in it, who played in Justified and a couple other things. But yeah, it really good. Really good. Huge twist at the end that I had no idea. I was like, what the hell? And then one of my favorites that I always talk about is Shattered. Shattered has a huge twist at the end, but you got to watch the original Tom Berenger Shattered. There's another Shattered that does not have a twist and is not a very good movie. But yeah, Shattered with Tom Berenger. It's an old 1980 movie. It's really good. Really good. Inspector Drebin. Yeah, it's a sequel. Liam Neeson, that's it. Liam Neeson is the actor. But yeah, the original guy that played in the original Naked Gun, that's who I was trying to think of his name. He's passed. But Fargo was my this year's most interesting crime drama. See, I haven't seen that. Last of the Dogmen. Last of the Dogmen's a good one. Yep. Yeah, I didn't see the Fargo series. I saw the Fargo movie, but I didn't see the Fargo series. There's Captain Stable. Welcome, Captain Stable. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah.
Thank you.
Robin Dito. Appreciate the follow. Fargo series. I'll have to check it out. I have to check it out. I'm getting cracked up by the fact that I keep compressing and then more ore comes in 20 seconds later. Here comes another one. There it is. Every single time. Better than the movie. All right, I'll check it out. I'll check it out. I'll add that to the list too. Fargo series. But yeah, Perfect Getaway, pretty good. And then, like I said, Shattered. Shattered was one of the first that actually my ex-wife suggested it back when we were still married, and yeah, I didn't see that twist coming either. So, but yeah, like I said, Shattered with Tom Berenger. Got to get the Tom Berenger one. There is another Shattered that is not the same movie. All right, let's see what we got left here. I don't know, Skim. Maybe we'll call it after this one, though. We're flying through this one. It's gonna be. It's 3:30. Yeah, we should be good. We should be good. Let's call it after this one. If I have any extra time, I'll get my dailies on my alt since I missed it yesterday. But yeah, I'll check it out. But yeah, what else? Trying to think some of the movies we've seen recently. Series-wise, I'm looking forward to season 3 of Silo. Definitely looking forward to that. Season 2 of Dark Matter. And the rest of season 2 of Fallout. Watching that gradually. Though I like to binge them, I really do. I prefer to watch them all at once, so I don't like that weekly crap. But it does give you a better chance to be able to talk about it with friends, so I'm not going to do any spoilers, so. The guy playing in Fallout was also in Justified. He was the bad guy in Justified. Crap. What's his name? Yeah. Anyway. Silo is a TV series on Apple TV. It's about people who live in a silo after I think it's a nuclear holocaust. They don't really ever say. It's got a famous actress in it, and I can't think of her name at the moment, but let me look it up. It's actually got one of my favorite actors in it, Tim Robbins, but he plays kind of a crappy character. But yeah. So yeah, Rebecca Ferguson, and Tim Robbins. Yeah. But yeah. But yeah, it's on Apple TV. Dark Matter's another series on Apple TV. Dark Matter season 1 was really good. I don't know. I honestly don't know how they're going to do season 2 because they ended season 1 in a pretty definitive way. So, but yeah, I love Tim Robbins too. Shawshank Redemption is my #1 movie of all time. #1 movie of all time. You know, on the outside, I was an honest man. It took me coming to prison to become a criminal. Outside, I was an honest man. It took me coming to prison to become a criminal. Yeah, Morgan Freeman, Tim Robbins, excellent, excellent movie. You guys haven't seen Shawshank, you need to see Shawshank. As far as I'm concerned, my #1 movie, best movie ever. Best movie ever. Best movie ever. That's what actually got me interested in Tim Robbins and started watching him. So yeah, he did such a good job in that movie. I've always been a Morgan Freeman fan. Morgan Freeman, the actor, not Morgan Freeman, the human being. And I really haven't confirmed this, so I shouldn't say that. But yeah, I think there was allegations that he married his granddaughter or something, Morgan Freeman. I really need to confirm that before I say that. But yeah. But yeah, as an actor, he's great. Morgan is ever will be an icon. Yep. Yep. Brubaker with Robert Redford. Yeah, Robert Redford's good. Though I actually liked him in Sneakers better. I liked him in Sneakers better. But yes, Morgan is a legend. And I'm actually a huge fan of Samuel L. Jackson. I'm not a huge fan of his F-bomb every third word. But he is pretty funny. But yeah, like I said, we were talking about that here a couple weeks ago. He was in the Star Wars, and that is definitely my favorite character that he's played is in the Star Wars. But I know that must have been a nightmare for him because he probably had to keep from swearing, and I have never ever seen him swear or not swear, even in the interviews. It's getting bleeped out left and right because it's like every third word. God bless him. So it looks like my playlist has decided to go on a sabbatical because, yeah, now it's gone into a whole bunch of stuff that I do not have in my playlist. So I'm going to switch this. That's Pat Benatar, which is not bad, but... So, yeah. Yeah, James Earl Jones, another one. Yeah, he does. He has a, oh my God. He can't stop. I mean, like I said, I've seen him in several interviews, and it's like, come on, this is public TV. He's like, they'll bleep it out. I don't care. If they want me on the show, this is what you get. I'm like, okay, well, you got to at least respect that. But yeah. It's like, come on, man. Like even Eddie Murphy kind of cleaned up his act after a bit. Because he got kind of a bad reputation for swearing all the time. Turcoat. There was no substantiation. The Morgan Freeman part of defense strategy of his adopted daughter murder. Okay. Check Wikipedia and see nothing about him marrying his granddaughter or anything of that sort. I did see step-granddaughter was murdered, though. Well, that's not good. Thanks, Turcoat. Yeah, I probably caught it from the fake news, so... Yeah, it did seem kind of weird. He didn't really strike me as the type, but... Actually, one of my favorite interviews, we talked about this a while back with Sean Connery. Eddie Murphy did have a life change. Yeah, Wikipedia is often wrong, so don't trust that. Yeah, they usually do some pretty good fact checking for Wikipedia. So, but yeah, the what were we talking about? Now I completely lost that whole train of thought. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense if they were trying to do something along that way. And it does try to discredit him by throwing something like that out there. So, yeah, it usually is. And that's a good point. It usually is pretty good with husband wives. Yeah. I've seen several of those. But, oh, Sean Connery. Yeah, Sean Connery. He was crap, what was her name? Barb, crap. There's a famous interviewer, Barb. I tell you, some days it's a wonder I can even get out of bed. Barbara Walters. Barbara Walters, yeah. And Barbara he had a whole bunch of domestic abuse cases against him. And Barbara brought it up. Barbara didn't shy away from a whole lot of things. She said, you know, Sean, you got a lot of domestic abuse cases against you. What do you got to say to that? And he says, you know what, Barbara, sometimes you got to show them who's boss. And I was like, yeah. Barbara Walters, yep. Agent 99, there you go. Take it all with a grain of salt, yeah. Yeah. You know what, Barb? Sometime you gotta show him who's boss. Like, oh, he did not. Public TV. Sometimes you gotta show him who's boss. Ouch. Yeah. He's one, you know, as a human being as well. Not really the greatest guy. He had one of his neighbors in, I guess, his apartment building complain that he was playing his music too loud. So he bought the whole building and kicked everybody in the building out. So he would own the whole building and have no one that can complain about his music. Which, in that case, if you got that kind of money, you should probably just go buy a mansion somewhere and, you know, and then nobody will complain. But yeah. But yeah. But yeah, in my opinion, he was the best James Bond. So yeah. Hands down. But as human beings go, yeah, that is next level petty. That's next level FU money, right? Complained, said, hey man, can you turn your music down? Bought the whole building, kicked him out. Kicked them and everyone else out, even the people that didn't complain. He didn't want to take a chance that someone else would complain. Like, seriously, man? It seems a little aggressive. Ship's holds full. Of course it is. Because you're too busy flapping your gums. Too busy flapping your gums. Yeah. That's Sean. That's Sean. Next level pay. Did you watch Every Bar did about doing Get Smart? Apparently her and Max didn't get along as much as they did on screen. Not a hatred, but it was just a job to him apparently. Turned up, do the scene and go. I did not. I will have to check that one out. Yeah, Barbara, as interviews go. Yeah, she was a pretty that was back in the day where, you know, they kept their personal opinions to themselves. They just asked the questions that people wanted to hear. Back before the media became puppets. But yeah, watch it on YouTube. I'll check it out. Barbara Walters Get Smart interview. I would check that out. Yeah, you really didn't see a whole lot of people get the better of her, but it did happen every once in a while. But yeah, that would have been pretty cool. AI is next level. I see more AI on YouTube the past year than I have fakes. Yeah, that's the other thing you got to watch out for. Yeah, that's a whole different. Ugh, AI stopped clogging everything up lately. Yep. Yeah, and that is annoying. That is annoying. But yeah, Booga, thanks for that. I'll check it out. Yeah, I always enjoyed her. She was no nonsense. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to make it. I'm going to run to the bathroom quick. I will be right back. I should be able to make it before my hole fills up. About that. Sorry about that. Yeah, I can't drink two huge cups of coffee without having the bathroom break in there somewhere. So, coffee and vodka is what I want. Coffee once out, yeah. 151, I don't need AI, yeah. I got rum and apple crown you can add to the coffee. Yeah, I got some of that. I got that fireball here. I don't know that, and maybe that would actually take care of this sniffle thing. I don't know. Might be worth a try. Might be worth a try. Apple Crown. That sounds pretty good. I never even heard of Apple Crown. That sounds great. I could definitely get into that. Boom, boom. And I want to share all my life. Yeah, now we're definitely on the love song. Sorry. So it's weird. I get this message here on this one. You guys see this? Bidding a mining survey chipset module or joining a fleet with a mining foreman burst upgrades the surveyor with additional information. I get this on Falstaff, but I don't get it on Kragen's. Over on Kragen's, it doesn't have that message. Nah, he probably doesn't have the same. He definitely doesn't have the same skills train, but it's kind of weird that they don't have both of them on there. You would think it would show up on all of them. Maybe it has to do with skills you have. I don't know. Ah, sorry, back's itching. Alright, we need to start thinking about who we're gonna raid. Maybe it's the ship fits or all. No, they're not. Falstaff's in a Hulk and Kragen's in a Retriever, but they're both mining barges, so yeah. No, that's because of a module you don't have equipped. Okay. I don't see a chipset on the one you're piling on screen. Yeah, I don't. But yeah, that's what it looks like. It says if I put a mining survey chipset module, then I could probably do something with it. But yeah, it's weird that it only gives it on this one. So maybe that module's only available on the Hulk. Maybe. But yeah. It hasn't intrigued me enough to research it. So yeah. But yeah, it's because of a module. Okay, cool. All right, so Anarchos is out there. Serpent Power's out there. Steve's out there. That can't be right. Steve should be long gone. Yeah, Steve's long gone. That's what I was thinking. Anarchos got over 100, though. It's Goonies out there. Anarchos likes to switch. Like, as soon as I join him, he'll switch to something else. Let's go to digital. Yeah, let's go to digital. Digital's in there. Digital's in there doing some mining. I'm going to keep the same theme. This love I have inside. Ugh. Yeah, we might not finish this belt. Skim, as it turns out. I was thinking we would finish it the way we were going through it, but it doesn't seem like we're going to. Turns out there was more ore here than I thought. Which is a great place to be. Great place to be. Great place to be. I'm going to finish my last 70 points on this too and then watch some streaming. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I think Falstaff's got 105. And Kragen's got like, I don't know, 500 and some. 590 or something. Yeah. I'll probably just get Kragen to the blueprint. That's all I really wanted. Boom, boom, boom. But yeah, I'll have to probably log on Saturday and do some mining in order to get it. I don't know if Monday they're actually going to be doing the event or if Monday is when it ends. So. I think Monday is still actually, the event's still going, I think. But, quoting that.
The asteroid is depleted.
In her stairway to heaven. Sun's trying to come out. Sun's definitely trying to come out here, causing me to squint. I can't read the Eve screen because it's too bright. My eyes! I have to get my sunglasses out so I can read the screen.
The asteroid is depleted.
Because that's what happens when you put the desk right in front of the window. Duh. Duh. Made some more room for the rest of this coffee. I don't see it. It didn't show up. Just want this for my Mac. Just for the green mining. Somebody's texting me. Not sure who would be texting me. That's on my Filipino phone. So. Yeah, we're not even close to getting this one done. I don't know what I was thinking. We're still working on the high-end ores. Hindsight's always 2020. These rocks have been pretty chunky. Yeah, that's what it seems. That's all right. We'll leave some for the next people. When we get here next week, it'll be all right. Actually, we'll probably go the other way next week, so yeah. We did have another corp that was in here messing around and was trying to mine out all the belts so that we couldn't mine, which seemed just kind of petty, but it seems they got bored and moved on, so. Or people lost interest and they're not mining as much anymore because we still got more than enough to do our event, so. But yeah, this was a good belt. We should have started with this one, so. The funny thing is it looked a lot like the last one, so obviously I misread that. Which was not a good belt. It takes some serious commitment under a lot of folks in my now system. Yeah, especially this one. It's got 22 belts. They were trying. We had a couple weeks where we had to go to another system because there were no ore. I think it'd be fun to try to do that someday. Yeah, I think that's probably what they did, and then they got bored with it, or how much work it was. Like, we're not going to do this every week. Yeah. Do this every week? Are you out of your mind? But yeah, it'd probably be good once. Sun's definitely coming out again. I can see blue sky. I can see blue sky. Boom. Wow, wow. Dropping my Pioneer to sleep because I missed my Retriever. There you go. Yeah, the Retriever's got a nice big hole. That one you can get used to.
The asteroid is depleted.
Every single time I compress. Every single time. And I don't know why. I don't look at my miners first to see where they are. As soon as I hit the button, compresses, more ore shows up. Every time. Every time. Which is just funny. Just funny. Just did it again. You know, right after I said, look at your damn miners first before you hit the C button. Christ's sake. Not that hard. Credence Clearwater Revival. CCR. Proud Mary, keep on burning. Burn. Rolling. Rolling on the river. Oop. Rolling on the river. All right, where we at? 7 minutes till the ads. Let's see if we can cut out before the ads. Let me see if digital's still out there. Narcos is gone. Narcos is doing Star Citizen. Man, did I call that one? Wow. So yeah, digital's out there. Let's give digital our love. I rated It's Goonie yesterday. Let's give digital our love. Let me make sure he's not getting ready to take off. He's only been on for an hour, so yeah, he's probably good. Booga's already over there. Booga went and left on me. Booga won the race and then jumped over to another streamer. What's up with that? Oh man, I'm gonna have to give him credit for that one. Crap for that one. All right. No, you're here. So you're in both. Okay. I saw you chatting over there. I'm like, aha! Caught! Multi-boxing. There you go. Yeah, you're like Lego. Lego will watch like 7 streamers. Like, how do you watch 7 streamers? But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Like I said, I will let you know on Discord if I'm going to have to cancel tomorrow. It looks like I will have to cancel tomorrow. But I'll let you know for sure. So... yeah, Goonie will do about 50 Tangia, so... yeah, digital will probably end up rating him, because Goonie goes for a long time. So I rated Goonie yesterday, so... but yeah, appreciate you guys. Special thanks to Scimitar for boosting. And also for the donation, and Zerbidin for the donation. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys. Only on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturdays. There you go. Full hold. Yeah, I'm always at full hold. Yeah, I'm always at full hold. Always at full hold. Always at full hold. But yeah, let me go ahead and rate him. It's been great. I'm glad I came. No, you're always welcome. Glad to have you. Appreciate you. And I will see you guys later. Digital. He spells it weird. And then IXX. Oops. IXX. Yeah, that's where the L and the X looks like the same. All right, there's digital. Dingus, good to see you. We're just getting ready to raid out. Been great to be here to serve as a rat defense. I appreciate it. Thanks again. Thanks again. Special thanks to Cap Stable for covering our rat defense. But yeah, like I said, I'm probably not going to stream tomorrow as of now, but we'll see. Maybe I'll surprise you guys. And so, but yeah, appreciate you guys. You guys have a great one. If I don't see you, have a great weekend, and I'll be back Sunday night. But we'll see. Knowing my luck, I'll be here tomorrow, so we'll see. But yep, appreciate you guys. Thanks, Spectral, for the follow. You guys have a great one, and I will see you later.